Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with some news around the city and the club and stuff. Did you see the video of ADL in his car leaving the stadium cheering with the fans? Did you see that?
Yeah, that was crazy. I thought you were gonna talk about the phone call first, but yeah, that was insane. That was funny shit. At first, I thought it was a older video because some people on Twitter were saying like it was an older video. I'm like, what? This doesn't look familiar at all. I would have seen this, but yeah, that was awesome.
Man, yeah, so I feel like this is like the moment where ADL is actually really starting to build some intimacy with the fans. And
Hmm.
he has an opportunity not to screw it up, hopefully. And the thing that you just mentioned when a fan asked him about if Napoli's going to win the Scudetto, and he yelled out, "My che cazzo domande questo?" No, you remember? Did you see that too when he
Yeah,
yelled
yeah,
at the fan that was asking him that? So some fans took that the wrong way. I think that what he was saying was like, "What kind of question are you asking me? We are going to win the Scudetto."
yeah.
I
Obviously,
think that that I think that that's what he was trying to convey
no,
to
it
that fan
was
that
for
was
sure.
asking.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the other thing that is all over Twitter is the event that Tri-State Napoli put together with other clubs like Napoli Club Toronto,
yeah.
DC Partenope. Um, I'm probably forgetting one of the other ones right now, but I think
There's
there was four
Philly,
or five clubs. Ah,
the
that's
one from
right, the
Philly,
Philly Club.
Tri-State. That's
Whoa,
four.
man, the video that it like all the
Yeah,
video that's out there, that looked like it was off the chain, man. I wish I was there
wish I
for
was
that.
there.
I really
Yeah,
do. It was
for real.
awesome. Is that Uzi back there?
That
Let me
is
say hi to
Uzi.
Uzi, man. Let me say hi to Uzi.
What's up, man?
Ah,
What's up, brother?
Uzi, what you doing? Uzi. That event was crazy. I think they had a CBS crew there, and Sedia A was there, and it looked like it was just an amazing event, and it made me proud as a Napoli fan to see that go down.
Yep.
But the one thing, man, that is upsetting about that is that Napoli, the club themselves, hasn't really started to really involve themselves with fans outside of Napoli. I mean, they don't even really involve themselves with Napoli fans in general as much as they could within the city. But
Hmm.
I mean, recognize what's going on outside of Napoli, outside of Italia, because
The English
that's
page
going to
did. Even
help.
the Serie A page did. I don't know how they didn't see it. Mm.
Yeah. No, they saw it. I
Yeah,
guarantee you they saw it. It's
yeah.
just that why don't you want to recognize him? I mean, why do you?
Cholito retweeted it, man. Quoted it and everything.
Yeah,
They
he
definitely
sure
saw it.
did. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm hoping that they
Yeah.
do something eventually, sooner than later, just to recognize the fans that, especially the ones like those
Gotta
clubs
go
that have actually
worldwide.
established. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they've established something that's special, and they deserve the
There.
recognition. So I hope that they get that eventually. Uh, okay, so a little bit about Victor Osimhen and the transfer rumors. I'll be honest with you, before we started taping the show,
Hmm.
I was on Twitter a bit and I was seeing some of the things that were being said. And our good friend Oma, I love Oma, uh, was saying some things. And I understand that it's realistic to believe that Victor Osimhen wants to go somewhere where he can get that paycheck. I get that. I understand that, and Napoli's not going to be able to offer anywhere near the same amount of money that Manchester United,
Yeah.
Chelsea. You know where Chelsea's sitting in the Premier League right now,
Like 10th or 11th, some crazy shit.
dude. Victor ain't going there,
No.
so we don't. He ain't going to go to a club that's not playing in
It would
Champions League.
it would be Man U if you went anywhere, trust me. Manchester United easily. They have
Yeah,
the funds, they have the players.
but even Man U, they're not a guaranteed Champions League team right now. They're sitting right
Uh
on the brink. No, you look
no,
at the
they're
stands, they're
they're pretty
sitting.
good. They're gonna make Champions League. They're making
I
champions.
don't know, man. It's
Oh
not a
no.
done deal yet. I mean,
They are,
they
they are.
have been playing well, but So if
very
they
well.
don't qualify for Champions League, do you see Victor even considering that club?
If they don't qualify for champs, no, but they will. Yeah,
So
they will.
people have mentioned, other clubs like Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid is, they're not really in the perfect situation for a
Yeah.
striker. But here's the thing for me, man. So Victor Osimhen's contract still has 2 years left, right? He still has 2 years before the contract expires. So it's not like he has to be sold this summer, number one, right?
Yeah.
So if you're Victor Osimhen and you're like, okay, I can go one more year, I can maybe win another Scudetto, I can maybe get further into the Champions League, and I can build up my legendary status with this city that fucking loves my ass and be in a location where I got good food to eat, I got sun, I got all this great stuff going on instead of going to somewhere like the UK where it rains every day. I This is what I think is going to happen. I think ADL is going to make a substantial offer to up his salary to make him the highest paid Napoli player that's ever been at Napoli. And I think if I'm in Victor Osimhen's shoes, I'm like, you know what? That's something. You're showing me the respect. I want to win some more next year. I think Victor has a chance to extend his contract this summer. I really do.
Yeah, it's
How do you feel,
possible.
man?
I don't know if they'll do it, but it's possible. They might like reconstruct it. I don't know about extending it that much. I don't know how many years you're thinking about him extending. But I'm thinking it'd be like maybe 1 or 2 extra years max. I don't think it'll be like a long term 3 to 5 thing. No, definitely not. Like how Koulibaly had signed with us for like 4 or 5 years. He's not doing nothing like that. But I think we could still cash out 7.5 for him per season. I really do think we could. If ADL wanted to, he could. So
You know what I think, man?
depending on what ADL does, it's all up to him. We know how he likes to deal with his players last minute for the extensions and all that. So we'll see.
I think that when it comes down to all the money that's going to be coming in this year with Champions League, and I know the Scudetto doesn't bring in a lot of money, but it is money, and the revenue from jerseys and ADL is making up his money now. I think that it is not far fetched for him to
Mm-hmm.
offer Victor Osimhen an 8 million euro a year contract and
Mm-hmm.
extend him for 2 more years. So it expires in 2025. An extension would take him from 2 years, would take him to 2027. And at that moment, with his age, he is right at the beginning of his prime. And the value for him would be even more at that moment, especially if Napoli won another Scudetto. They got like to the
Yeah.
Champions League final. I really think that all that is realistic. It's not like the Cavani era when Cavani was like, hey, man, dude, I am too good not to be somewhere where I can win trophies. I am
Mm-hmm.
too good not to get a salary that's more respectable for my talent and what I offer on the pitch, right? So when Cavani
Right.
left, it's somewhat similar in that sense of what Cavani offered on the pitch, but the roster was nothing.
Yeah.
And he
Cannot compare to
wanted to
this.
win trophies. He wanted to
Mm-hmm.
win trophies. Ozyman knows what he got. Victor knows that he has a young, talented, hungry roster. I just think it's a whole lot different than the Cavani era. And there's a few out there that are saying, "Oh, this is going to be just like the whole Cavani thing." Our best player is going to. I think it's different, man. I really do. I think it's different, and I'm holding out hope that ADL is number one going to offer him the contract that's respectable, and Victor's going to be like, you know what, man, let me do a little bit more something. One Scudetto's not enough, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We talk a little bit about Napoli gear, Napoli drip, what have you, and I took a trip to the central train station and stopped at the official store just to see what they had. And luckily, they had a triple XL windbreaker.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'll show it to you. Hold on a second. It's the same one Dom got?
Yep. Same exact one.
Yeah.